Okay. So I think we're ready to begin. Let's start on our knees today. So I'm here already. Let's just start on our knees today, just in a different way. Sometimes people get bored of their practice, and there's things behind why we get bored. And when we're at home, there are also reasons why people might get bored, but the reasons are never external, they're always internal. And that's part of our practice, is remembering that our entire reality is just a reflection of what is occurring within us. So we can start by just coming to the knees. And if you need a blanket, underneath, or make your mat, roll it over, we'll just be here for a little bit. And for now, just relax the arms and let the shoulders round. Start to let the head get lazy, the neck gets lazy. Relax the pelvis even and see, deactivate it. It's almost hard to be in this position without the body active in certain areas. So let's begin to find some activity in the pelvis. Pull the pelvis inwards. The pelvic bone goes forward, the bottom comes in a little bit. And then begin to expand the rib cage. So like lift the chest and feel the rib cage kind of just draw out as the chest lifts. There's more space for the lungs. And then take the shoulders up towards the ears, bring them back, exhale them down, and let the palms face forward. Spread the fingers wide. Relax the face. Relax the scalp. And we'll take a nice deep breath, a clearing breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do this a couple more times. Each time you do, feel the whole body, every part of the body relax, even though we're maintaining activity in certain areas. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Deep breath in. Exhale, let go. And then on the next inhale, reach the arms upwards. Let the head come back slightly. On the following exhalation, bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Come to seated. You can either sit on the heels or sit on the bottom and cross the ankles. Keep the palms just as they are. Let them return to this position. And once you find your seat, keeping the eyes closed, let's take a moment to remember that our practice has deeper functions, deeper purpose than working only with the physical body itself. While we'll work with the physical body and release tension in the physical body, the purpose of doing that is to keep a healthy body so that the mind can stay strong. The body is a distraction. But we still have to honor the body and nourish it. And so let's continue to go a little deeper into our practice. You can find a child's posture. Bring the big toes, let them stay together. Separate the knees, lower the trunk down, lower the head down. Let's take about 2 more deep breaths and then we'll come into Ujjayi Pranayama together. And so we'll prepare for this deeper breath. This is the most important part of our practice in terms of the activity. So let's see if we can regulate the breath and find it to be consistent all the way through the practice. First, we'll clear again. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. This time, inhale through the nose. Fog out through the mouth. Mouth stays open, fog inwardly. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. So it still feels like we're fogging a mirror, but the lips are sealed. We're utilizing the throat muscles. We're going to rise up to a table posture, hands and knees. Keep that breath going. Let's find a downward facing dog right from here. You can step the hands forward one step, roll over the toes, lift the knees, take the hips upwards. Because we step the hands forward, there's less movement of the hips going back, right? So it's just a little bit, and then we just keep sending the heart back without dropping the hips. And so as you're here, maybe you find some movement the first time around, some exploration, some pedaling, some swaying, some shaking of the head. Let's look forward. The next exhalation, float the feet forward to the top of the mat. We'll come into forward fold, Uttanasana. Notice the tightness in the back of the legs. We're going to straighten the legs and come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Squeeze the shoulders back, look forward. So just take a moment. This is a good time to kind of look towards me for a moment and just see what it is like Ardha Uttanasana, this posture. Sometimes people kind of like round the back or let the head go or come up halfway or don't really have active arms and shoulders, and they might just kind of hang loose like this and come up halfway. This is a very active posture. You can feel it because you're holding it. So see about making some adjustments, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen the spine, and then like the arms are lifting the trunk, start to rise. From here, bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. And let's take about 3 deep breaths. Next exhalation, step the left foot behind and come to a lunge. We're going to have the right knee lifted and the back heel lifted. I'm sorry, the right knee is not lifted. The right knee is bent and the back heel is lifted. Okay, just feel what it's like to be here and see if you can refrain from taking the trunk forward at this time. So we're just going to keep it upright as if we're still standing tall on 2 legs side by side. And then we'll step the left foot up, step the right foot back. Straighten the back leg, lunging into the left knee without letting that manipulate the trunk. And then step upwards. Use the muscles in the legs to come to standing. What we'll do is just do this a few times, and we'll do this at the pace of our breath. So the next exhale, step the left foot back, and then inhale, reach the arms upwards. On the exhale, bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart, and step up all at the same time. Next exhalation, step the right foot back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together, thumbs to the heart, step up. Deep breath in. Exhale, step back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms together, step up. Deep breath in. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms together, step up. Deep breath in. Exhale, step back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step up. Deep breath in. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step up. And then let's pause here. Bring the arms down alongside the body. Start to circle the shoulders. We're going to come right into a nice side bend. So take the shoulders back and down and step the feet apart. Let's take them to the edges of the mat so you're still facing forward, but I'm facing you. And in a mirror, we'll inhale, reach the arms upwards. As you exhale, bend to the right, bring the right hand down, the left arm up and over. So this is Konasana angle posture. And you'll notice Kona is very much like Trikonasana, which is extended triangle posture. Right, but our feet are not so far apart as we are in that posture, and the toes are facing the same direction, which is different than extended triangle posture. So we'll inhale, come up, and then exhale, bend to the left. And this hand is going down the leg. The head can be facing forward, you can be looking upwards, you could be looking downwards. Once you get comfortable with your practice, you kind of feel that out. And then inhale, come upwards. Exhale, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. So from the top of the mat, let's inhale, reach the arms all the way up. You have your feet separated. Go ahead and find eagle arms. So that means we're going to cross elbow in front of elbow. I'm going to find them in front of each other. And notice which one you have. It doesn't matter which one is closer to the chest. Wrap the forearms around each other. Maybe the palms can find each other. If not, it's just tightness in chest or shoulders. You can bring the tops of the hands together. Though some with a lot of muscle mass might have a hard time even doing that. So you can just keep pulling an arm in if you'd like. That's another variation. Bend the knees. On the exhale, begin to fold. Now the position of the arms are that they're trying to move away from the trunk. So the elbows are where we can focus, and where elbows are going forward away from the chest, and in this position, downwards towards the floor. The hands are looking for the floor, but they most likely won't touch the floor. Now shake the head out, and then release the head. We're going to bend the knees and unroll the spine. You can keep the arms just like this. Watch all the sensations changing. And once you rise, unwind the arms. Take them upwards. Exhale, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Take the hands behind the tailbone, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulders back, look upwards. Exhale, fold forward. So our day-to-day lives have changed. What we're doing with our arms every day is now our whole body
was going through a totally different routine than most of us were accustomed to. So be aware of what that's doing to the body. Are you washing more dishes? Is that creating more aches? Are you at the computer even longer than you were before? Is that creating more aches? Be aware so that we can adjust and make sure we give attention to those areas. Go ahead and release the arms. Now keep the knees bent and again begin to unroll the spine. We'll find eagle arms again. So on the next inhale, take the arms up, and then we'll go ahead and cross opposite elbow in front. You might have forgotten which elbow was in front, but you'll probably feel it once you get there, and then you could switch if needed. And then we have hands or palms, tops of the hands pressing into each other. Elbows are away from the chest and moving upwards here, but then we bend the elbows and we flip upside down, and so now the elbows and the hands are looking for the floor. Couple deep breaths. We'll bend the knees, begin to unroll the spine. Start to rise. Unwind the arms, reach them upwards. Next exhale, take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back. Open up the chest, look up. Exhale, fold forward. A few deep breaths here. If you have a block, a yoga block, at some point let me know if you're going to keep practicing so that we can work with yoga blocks. There's a lot of value in them. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Release the arms. Dangle loose for a moment. Feel the shoulder blades separate from each other. And then begin with the knees bent to unroll the spine. Once the head rises, take some shoulder circles. And then we'll go ahead and settle the shoulders back and down. Let's find side bends again. Inhale. Just take that right arm or the left arm up and over to bend to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come to center. Palms together, thumbs to the heart center. We'll heel toe the feet closer together. And at the top of the mat, next inhale, let's pull the thighs up, draw the pelvis in, activate the glutes, and then lift the arms upwards and find the gaze following upwards. Next exhalation, fold forward. Next inhalation, come up halfway, lengthen. And then exhale, bring the hands down, step back to plank posture or to a table posture. But we are going to create a little bit of strength here today. So when you're ready, find the forearms. So forearms either from plank posture or from your table posture with the knees down. Now, for those that feel like the core is able to be here, the arms are able to be here, you're going to have both feet on the mat. The shoulders are squeezing back. The pelvis is pretty high up, not higher than the heart. It's as high as the heart. And you're pulling the pelvis in. If it's intense to have both legs up, you're going to take one knee down, but you'll still maintain the pulling inwards of the pelvis. This trains the body to be able to be in a plank posture. And if you have that knee down, then you're going to switch. And we're going to take 5 more deep breaths in whichever variation you are in. Regulated breaths. If you can't regulate, then pull away from the posture. Bring the knees down. Come into a child's posture. Two deep breaths. And then go ahead and rise up. Let's move through a few cat-cows here. Inhaling, expanding the lungs, the belly drops. This is natural movement if we're really taking a deep breath. Exhale, empty the lungs. The natural movement is for the contraction of the lungs and the belly. Inhale, expand, the diaphragm drops. Exhale, empty, diaphragm pulls up. A couple more. And then once you find center, we're going to move the hips and the head to side to side. So we'll take a breath in, and on the exhale, move the hips and the head to the right. So this is creating a C shape, not an S shape. C shape. Come to center, and then exhale, head and tailbone to the left. Inhaling center, exhaling right. Inhaling center, exhale left. Take a couple more of those side to side motions. And once you find the middle, we're going to lower back to the forearms, not into a plank just yet. Back to the forearms. And then go ahead and bring one knee a little further back, the other knee a little further back until you can scooch all the way down to the hips. And then we're already in a Sphinx posture right here. So in the Sphinx posture, the back is bending and it's strengthening. But the elbows are going to determine how much you're feeling in the back. So if you feel like you have to take elbows further forward so that you're not feeling strain or pain, because it's never what we want, then you take the elbows forward. If you feel like you need a little bit more, you have some uh, flexibility in the core, some strength in the back, then you bring the elbows closer and get more height with the trunk. Now for a moment, let's just lower. You'll have to bring the elbows in, bring the forehead down to the mat. So let's totally deactivate the legs. So the heels will go outwards, the bottom relaxes, the back relaxes, the neck relaxes. Just let the arms be. Take a deep breath. Now we're going to create activity, and we'll start with the feet. Bring the heels together. Okay. Begin to engage the thighs. Begin to engage the glutes. And then begin to lift the trunk and take the elbows where they need to go so that you can be here for 5 breaths. So before we lower, notice where you feel the most engagement in the back. We're going to change where that is located. And so we'll go ahead and lower down, bring the elbows in, get really close, maybe even touching the waist. So this time, relax again through the heels, through the back. A nice clearing breath, perhaps through the mouth. And then we're going to keep the palms fairly close. We're going to squeeze them back a little bit. So squeeze the elbows back in towards the waist. And then go ahead and begin to bring the heels together, engage the thighs, the glutes, and now begin to lift the hands off the mat while you also lift the trunk up. So the elbows are going to stay in towards the waist, might even be touching the whole time. And so now we're hovering. If you're on carpet, this will be easier. If you're on hard floor, it'll be a little bit more difficult because of the pelvic bone. But go ahead and maybe also lift the legs and spread the toes. Now, the body is challenged, but the purpose of our practice is for the mind to rise above the body. So we want to use the breath to do this. This is coming from the work of the mind, our will, right? So take 2 more deep breaths, even though the body is challenged. And then lower. Now just let the arms go where it feels right. Maybe you bring one side of the face to the mat. Totally deactivate the legs, the low back again. Maybe turn the head. So we're going to be rising. Now, there's many ways to rise. If strength building is something that is one of your objectives in your practice, then I'll walk you through what you'll do. And if if it's a little too difficult, then I'm going to show you the other way. So we can bring the palms underneath the shoulders, roll over the toes. This is reversing a push-up in a yogic style. Then you'll lift the knees and pull the pelvis in, and you want the palms as far back as they'll go. Okay, then from here, push into the palms, keep the glutes active, pelvis pulling in, and then rise up straight like a stick. So it's reversing forelimb staff posture. If you're down on the belly and you're ready to get up and you need a little bit more support, there's many ways. You can come to the forearms first and then rise, lift the hips and come to the knees. We're all going to meet in a child's posture. So if you're in your plank, go ahead and find your way there. Another variation is to simply bring the knees down and then lift your bottom and then press in. So that's reversing a push-up with a little less intensity. Okay, that was a quick one. I'll go ahead and find child posture if you're not already there. Take 3 deep breaths. Feel the whole body filled with a deep calm. Lots of ways you can visualize. You can visualize like your breath itself showering the body with calm, immersing the whole body with peace. And then inhale, rise up. Okay, let's get off of the hands for a moment. Cross the ankles and come down to your back. Once you're on the back, bring the knees into the chest. Rock a little bit side to side. We're going to find happy baby, Ananda Balasana. So let's take the hands to the feet. They can go to the outer edges of the feet. You can take arms to the inside of the knees and begin to just lift the legs, lift the feet. We have the soles of the feet skyward. We have some movement here. You can be holding outer edges, inner edges of the feet. You can hold the big toes with the peace fingers. That's my preference. I like to do that so that I can keep pulling the toes in. And with that flexion, I have opening more in the calves. Maybe there's rocking or opening of the legs or closing. But 3 more deep breaths. Now we'll bring the soles of the feet together and begin to bring the feet in. You could sandwich them essentially, and then begin to draw the feet inwards
towards the pelvic bone. You can interlace the fingers. As you're here, walk the shoulders back towards each other. So we can intensify almost anything by first creating resistance and then allowing for a sense of letting go. So on the inhale, push the feet and the hands into each other. And then on the exhale, just relax that. Inhale, push them into each other. Exhale, relax. Inhale, push in. Exhale, relax. And then just keep drawing the feet in. And hopefully you notice some changes, in the inner thighs and the groin. Being able to draw the feet in even just a little closer. Let's take 4 deep breaths. Now, releasing the feet, bring the knees together. Go ahead and give them a big squeeze. Let's rotate the feet, some ankle movement. And then set the feet down. Let's find a little bit of a twist, but we'll keep the feet connected to the mat for now. So you could take the arms to a T and let the feet be apart from each other, just about hips distance. Just drop the knees to the right. So they just drop and then turn the head to the left. So with the drop to the right, the knees aren't as high usually as our simple spinal twist. They're further away from the hips. And you could feel a little bit of lengthening and opening in the left thigh. This is when I know my IT band is tight, which is almost always. So we're going to bring the feet to the mat and then go ahead and roll the knees or drop them to the left. Keep the left edges of the feet on the mat. Turn the head to the right. And say another 2 breaths. And then bring the head back to center. Bring the feet to the mat. Let's find reclining cow face posture. Reclining cow face posture. So it'd be Supta Gomukhasana. So we're going to bring right knee on top of left knee, just like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair, which you're not supposed to do because that creates hip problems, right? But this is different. So now we're going to pick up the legs, that left foot, and bring the hands to the knees. So you can have both knees, or you can take hands to the furthest knee, that left knee. And so we're drawing them in, and we can feel aspects of the glutes opening up. Now, another option is to hold like the shins, the calves, the lower leg somewhere, or to find the ankles and pull the ankles in. Now notice the shoulders, so this is easy to round them. Let's keep them back and keep drawing the legs in. Nice clearing breath in through the nose. Releasing all tension, let go through the mouth. Let's release the left foot, but bring both hands to this right leg. You can start to let the left leg go. Now, if it's hard to do that, you can keep the left foot planted. But we're going to start to hold this right leg and begin to take the right knee out to the right as we draw the right leg in. So the foot is getting closer and closer,
like towards the hip bone or towards the belly. And you might be pulling the leg in just like this with hands on top of the leg. Or you might be able to take the arms underneath the foot, one under the foot, one under the knee, and draw it in that way. Or get the elbows to foot and knee, and then maybe lift the trunk up a little bit to pull this leg in. It's kind of like a pigeon's posture, right? But on the back. Couple deep breaths. Okay, now what we'll do is plant the left foot again. Bring the right knee on top of the left knee, just like we were before. Take the arms outwards to a T or in like a goalpost formation. And then take the knees and drop them to the left. Drop them to the left, kind of like what we did earlier. So they aren't really close to the waist. You might look to the right. Bring the knees to center. Take them to the other side. It's just a dropping over to the right. So you still have right knee on top of left. And then we'll come back to center with the left foot planted. And then let's just switch right into the other side. So we're going to have the right foot planted, left knee on top of right. So we started with the cow face posture. Pick up that right leg, hold the knees and pull them in, maybe the furthest knee you're drawing in. As you get acclimated to it, you might start to, again, find hands to lower legs, maybe towards ankles, keeping shoulders back. Deep breaths. Bringing in thought with the breath. Thoughts of nourishment, of release, of devotion. We all have a different way to come into a calm, peaceful state that is connected to deeper levels of ourselves. Okay. Now from here, we'll be holding the left leg and we'll bring the right foot down. Maybe you elongate the right leg and begin to pull the left leg in as you take the left knee further to the left and begin to reshape the left leg so the foot gets closer to the trunk. And now we can stretch a different part of those layers of muscles that make up our bottom. Another breath or so. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and plant the right foot. Bring the left knee on top of the right, arms out to a T or like goalposts. Take the knees and drop them to the right. The head turns to the left. every breath tranquilizing any fears or anxieties or tensions within us so that we can see things more clearly and rise above any situation that we are in. I'll bring the right foot back to the mat, keeping knees on top of one another, dropping them to the left and looking to the right. And we'll bring the right foot back to the mat. Unwind the legs. Come back into a happy baby as we were before. Back into happy baby. Arms are risen, hands are holding the feet. Legs are bent deeply, or they could be straight or moving around. Happy babies are never still, they're always moving. Calm yet active, happy babies. And as we did before, bring the soles of the feet together. I've often seen babies do this too. But this is a reclining uh, uh, bound angle posture. So we're holding the feet in. We're just going to rename it today. We'll call it Happy Baby 2 or Happy Baby B, letter B. Lift the head, draw the feet in closer, and then release. Bring the knees in and then rock up to seated. Rock right up to seated. Maybe roll to the side if that's better. And then from here, let's sit up nice and tall. Cross the ankles. Roll the shoulders a few times. So you could cross ankles or put foot in front of shin. I always say that because I prefer foot in front of shin. And then rotate the shoulders the other way. We began with some side bends today, so let's find a little bit more of a side bend. Shoulders up, back, and then down. Take the right hand to the mat, take the left arm up and over, and find your way to the right, bending, but keeping the left sitting bone down. Now let's straighten the arm for a moment. So even if that means it has to rise up a bit. And then take the arm up and over, so maybe there's a soft bend in the elbow, and then straighten the arm, soft bend in the elbow, straighten, soft bend. Take a deep breath. And then inhale, come to center. We'll switch sides. Left hand comes down, it can slide away. Right arm up and over. Straighten the arm. Soft bend. A couple more of those. And then take a nice deep breath. Inhale, rise. Reach the arms up, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Let's extend the left leg forward and bring the right foot to the inside of the thigh. So left leg forward, right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Sit up tall. I'm gonna bring the hands down to the mat maybe and like press into the palms and feel the spine lift up. If it's hard to be here, remember you're gonna bend the knee. Now from here, flexing the left foot, inhale the arms upwards. As you exhale, hinge from right at the hip crease, right at the top of the legs. So you can even bring a hand there and feel that that's where the crease is deepening as you go forward, not creasing like in the spine. Bring the hands to the legs, maybe the foot. Inhale, find length, straighten the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows to lower the trunk. Maybe walk the hands forward if you can keep the spine long. Let's take 2 clearing breaths in through the nose, releasing all tension out through the mouth. Once again. All mental tension, bodily tension. And then take a couple more deep breaths. You know, you're at home, maybe you're clearing your breath, maybe you're sighing out. And inhale, rise. Let's exhale and just switch legs. Now, when you take your right leg forward, you might compare the legs first. We're always being extremely aware of the bodily experiences, the sensations. We learn so much. The body is a tool for learning. Flex the right foot, left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And again, find that length first. Reach the arms up. Maybe compensate tension in the back, tightness by bending the knee, and tightness in the back of the leg. And then begin to hinge forward, keeping the spine long. Bring the hands somewhere to the leg. That makes sense without strain or pain. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows. We'll take, after you find where the hands are going to go, we'll take a couple clearing breaths in. Let's take that out and create voice. Ah. Once again. Ah. Leaving all tension behind. Feeling only tranquility. And we'll inhale, start to rise. Maybe take another breath if you notice that wasn't far enough there. We're about ready to rest, but let's work a little bit with the upper back. So we're going to take hands to the shoulders, 4 fingers in front, thumbs behind. And on the inhale, take the elbows back, let the head come back. On the exhale, bring the elbows towards each other. You can round the back, let the head go. Inhaling, open, elbows back. Head lifts, exhale, elbows together, head down. Take a few more of these, inhaling and exhaling. Another big inhale. And then exhale, hands down. We're going to twist to the right, left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Get tall and turn. Now, if you want a deeper twist, all you have to do is pick up the right foot, right? Pick up the knee with the hand and then place that foot in front of the other foot. So you have right foot in front of left, the foot planted. So it's so easy to just shift right into a deeper variation. And then we'll inhale, come to center. If you pick that foot up, go ahead and set it back down. And then go ahead and twist to the left. And again, I feel like I want to get deeper into my upper back. So I'm just going to pick up this knee and plant the foot, left foot in front of the right, and twist. And we'll inhale, come to center. Take each hand to the opposite knee. I know it's 11:50. We're going to rest in a moment. Take each hand to the opposite knee and cross the arms. And now we're going to start to fold. Begin to rise and then switch. Just take the other arm on top, hands to opposite knees, and fold. Begin to rise. Take the hands to the knees. Drop the chin to the chest. Circle the head a couple times. Once the chin comes down, rotate twice the other way. And once the chin comes to the chest, shake the head out. Lift the head. A nice clearing breath in through the nose. Exhale, release through the mouth. Let all the muscles soften in the face. The shoulders start to just release, melt down. The belly, everything begin to soften at this time. It all begins to soften. You're going to lie down on the back. I'm not going to go down there with you right now. I'm going to be sharing something with you instead. So go ahead and come all the way down and find that the head is supported by the floor. Find that the legs can separate, the feet can open away from each other, toes pointing away. The arms, you could take shoulders back first, settle the shoulder blades down, then let the arms rest alongside the body, the palms flipped upwards. And maybe create some tension first. So as you inhale, you can actually clench everything. You know, the eyes, the legs, the hands create fists, the feet, activate all the muscles and really tense up and let this occur just for like another breath. Maybe the body even shakes. And then exhale. When you exhale, release all of that. Release all the tension of the body, all the tension in the mind. Any doubts or fears, anxieties, they all dissolve and melt away. And now we only feel completely in what is so much closer to our truer nature. It's just this ever existing calmness, this peace, this tranquility. And with that, a sense of deep joy. So allowing at this time to feel a deep joy traveling through the body from crown of the head to the temples, to the ears. Let it go through the channels of the ears. Let it move all the way through the sinuses, through the nostrils, down through the throat. Let it make sure it goes through the mouth. Go down through the throat, into the lungs, through all the muscles in the chest, all the bones, the tissues, the denser tissues, the fluids of the body, and all of that joy is just filling up through the arms, the hands, down into the trunk, the back, all through digestive organs, reproductive organs, the pelvis, the hips, all through the legs. A new joy, a sense of new joy, just filling completely all the way through the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet, the toes. And then it goes deeper. That joy begins to fill a deeper part of you, deeper part of you. And it keeps going deeper and deeper. And as you rest, I'll just read to you something from Yogananda. Feeling completely at calm. He says, when the heart and breath are calm, when the heaviness of body weight disappears and you feel light, when sensations are neutralized and the mind is still, the soul begins to know itself as existing apart from the body. To be in that feeling of lightness, see that the mind is now still, the body is still, and you can experience a deeper part of yourself as you rest. Before you move anything or think anything, just be aware. Be aware of the body, the way you're experiencing the body. Be aware of, if you're experiencing anything in the mind, any thoughts or feelings. And then as you begin to deepen the breath, intentionally connect with that inner joy that is always existing and is part of our true nature. And just feel that joy fill up completely. Keep absorbing it within as much as you can. Let it fuel you today. Let it be the source of all your energy and all of the love that you show to the people that you're with in your home or your pets or to the people that you interact with virtually. Let that be expressed today. And then begin to move the hands and the feet. You can stretch the arms behind and find length. Maybe bring feet together, point the toes. And bring the knees into the chest. Some rocking maybe side to side. And then you might rock right up and be ready and energized. You might roll to the side and gently, calmly rise. If you're happy lying down, feel free to stay lying down. And so we're going to bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center, and close the eyes. And remembering that the power of thought, it is our power. It is what gives us the capacity to do whatever it is that we do. It is the reason why we're able to be here at this time together. And so let's use our thought to think about everybody in the world, the world itself, the entire earth, and just send this joy that we have in our own nature, send this joy outward so that it may calm others, put them at ease, regardless of the situations and circumstances we all find ourselves in through many ages of the human family drama. Sending joy, peace, calm, and love. Because you are in this state, the thoughts are so much more powerful. So let's seal our practice. First, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then one Om together, or just listen. Deep breath in. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you. That is the same light in me. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Feel free to leave me any messages or emails. Let me know anything you need to let me know. Have a wonderful day, even though your days have changed. And Chris, I see that you're in the room. I don't know if you still are. Thank you for checking in. And I will just play these for a little bit. If you want to say hello in the chat box, you can. But please be sure to email me. Let me know that you were here today. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Deborah. Glad you made it.